Greetings everyone, Pockets here, back again playing some more EVE Online. Once again on Cursed, running some more Gala sites in yet another variation of my Gnosis fit. I do honestly think the Gnosis is one of the best ships for an Alpha until they can fly something like a Gila. I've been having much more luck with this than any of the other, trying to find fits for other battlecruiser, and I'm pretty sure it's because you can't train battlecruiser skills to 5, so you don't get the decent bonuses for an Alpha. I'll show you the fit while we look for a Gala site. So the passive buffer fit that I had didn't leave a whole lot of room for error, as you guys saw in both videos. 10 to 20% left, so not a whole lot of room to make mistakes. So as a new player, that may not be the best way to go. So I'm trying to find a active fit. Let's go ahead into simulation mode and we'll go through it. So the highs are the same: 5x 720mm scout artillery cannons with Republic Fleet fusion rounds for that juicy explosion damage. A drone leg augmenter 1, only because I can't fly a 2. I imagine I switched it out for a 2 just because if I could. Resists are the same: 2x Dread Guristas explosive and 1 Dread Guristas kinetic deflection fields. For our recharge, I went with the Pithum C type. It's a little more expensive, but you get a little bit more hit points per cycle for it, and we'll talk about that in just a second. A Microwarpdrive that we are actually cap stable with the Microwarpdrive off, but this is to do the last burst speed towards the loot if it's far away, so you're not slow boating it. Since we're basically going to have to just eat the webs and tank the incoming DPS anyways, this seems to be the right way to go for me. And a Republic Fleet large capacitor battery gives us a boost to our capacitor, a larger boost to our capacitor, as well as easier to fit. Between these two modules add about 60 million to the cost of the ship, but that's all we can do, right? The rigs are 2 capacitor control circuits. Again, this just barely puts us at cap stable with everything running that we need. I went with stable right now for the shield boosting, just to see how much boosting we're actually going to need and how long the sites actually take, because without some of these, we turn these off, we can get down to like 10 minutes. I don't think that's long enough. And then 1 ancillary current router 1 rig to fit everything in with a little bit of, I don't know why the power grid, oh yeah, because this is off. Don't know why the power grid is so high. That's okay. 1 ancillary current router to make everything fit. If I don't have it, I just go just under. So, and then the loads are the same as the last fit, so 3 Gyrostabilizers, 2 drone and damage amplifiers, 2s, and a tracking enhancer 2, and here we go. So there's a Gala site here. We'll see if it's empty. We want a proper test. And again, as long as we're not running both the Repper and the boost or the micro warp, we are cap stable. So we turn either one of them off, we're cap stable, so we can use this to get a boost at the beginning to get into position and then swap them as we need to. We'll see how this all goes. This is the first flight. I haven't tested this fit, so succeed or fail, you guys are going to see it with me here. The site is active. It's not going to be a good test, so I'm going to move on. What I'll do is once I find a site that we can use, I'll bring you guys back, so see you on the other side. Alright, we go to another site. This is another busy system, so it doesn't look promising. Give it a quick scan here. As we get closer, once we're within 14, it'll give me an idea of what's coming up. Osprey wouldn't be? No, it looks like we might get lucky this time. I don't see anything here. The Osprey might. It's not an Osprey Navy though, so I'd be surprised. So this looks like it'll be promising, at least to start. See how she goes. Yep, she's clear. Alright, let's do it. Testing our fit. I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to try to stay out here for you guys. What's our default? We'll give this a quick pulse while we lock things up. Launch our drones. And let's just see how bad our damage. Once we get to about here, I'm going to turn it on. So we'll use our Microwarpdrive to sort of get some speed going first. Okay, we're orbiting. Let's turn that off. Let's get guns and drones on this guy, and let's get to work. Start repping, see how it does. So we are cap stable, so we'll just run it, and we'll see how our tank holds. So this is 3 cruisers, and we are under 2 webs. So it's about as webbed as we're going to get. And tank is holding, so that's beautiful. Our DPS hasn't changed, so still the same drones, still the same guns and ammo, still the same modules, and our tank is holding just fine. I'm a little bit more worried about the battleship, to be completely honest. Let me stay zoomed out. I'm going to hit C on this. Ooh, I actually don't like that too much, but that's okay. I'm going to go back to my here, just so you guys can sort of see where things lie. Yeah, look at that. Full. I didn't even use my guns that time because I forgot to wait for the cycle to end. I'm used to shooting light missiles, or rapid light missiles, so they cycle quicker. And let's remember to keep an eye on our drones here. Let's recall our drones. Since this cruiser's dead, we'll bring them back in for a second. Watch for the next spawn, let them charge their shields a bit. This guy looks like he's webbed. He's driving a little slower than I would like. There we go. So I can actually turn this off for a moment, just to save up some capacitor in case we do need to run the two of them together. And let's just wait for these. Everybody's targeting us. Let's target one of these so we can put the drones on them when we launch it, because there is no cruisers at the moment. That'll do. Okay, you guys go play. Go play, drones. Turn our booster back on just to keep us topped up. It's a little more micromanaging, but actually not necessary because you can just orbit it slow and shield through it, looks like so far. Again, we'll see what happens when the battleship shows up. We'll have to make sure we keep our traversal up somehow. Oop, that was a weird zoom. And drones are just doing their thing. Let's recall this guy. We'll micromanage our drones since we don't have to do anything with our guns. And since they're in tight, obviously we're not going to try to shoot them with our cannons. I'm actually going to go ahead and give it a reload. And we'll pull this guy back. Start targeting this. Our reload will be done by the time we can lock him. Come on in, come on. One day, there we go. Get the guns firing. Let's relaunch. Let's relaunch these guys. Actually, let's recall all our drones, and we'll just put our guns on that guy. The drones are starting to take a bit of heat, so bring them back in for a bit. Put these guys back in their box. Guns do a wonderful job on these cruisers, apparently, so not worried. Save a bit of capacitor since we are not taking much damage. And I think this might be the best fit yet. It's a little more expensive, as I said. It's about 60 mil more than the previous. So we're looking at about 160 million, but yeah, I was running these sites on Kel over the weekend as my downtime, and in 2 days I pulled in about 600 to 800 million worth, and that's only selling the extra accelerators and the boosters, not selling any of the skins. So lots of good money to be had in here. The standard boosters sell for about 14 million, and then the advanced ones can sell for up to twice that. So I just sort of hold on to enough advanced ones to keep me through to the end of the event and sell everything else, and I've made 600 to 800 million. A lot of that went back straight into the corp, so that's that. Alright, let's get rid of some of these frigates while we wait for the next spawn. It seems to be there's some mechanics. I know Ashrothi's been playing around with the mechanics. The spawns just seem to be random. I haven't had a lot of time to try to test and see what's what, but look at all this. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Plus this one was webbing me. 11 webs. So the webs are pretty unmanageable. I don't think there's a strategy that I've been able to find where a solo player can deal with it. So just ignoring them is the option I opted for. And it seems to suit me just fine. We're letting our drones out there to do their mess. This guy's taking a bit of damage. Let's pull him off. There's nothing far enough away that we can afford to shoot him. But I would like for there to be a cruiser for me to shoot. Oh, that guy actually took more damage than I thought. So all these frigates here, the yellow boxed ones, are shooting at my drones. So let's recall our drones again. They do not like drones, not one bit. On my Gila, I never have to worry about it because of the hit point boost. Each drone has like frigate level, at least, level hit points. Go ahead and rep up here before something big drops. The drones heal up for a second. So some way of dealing with these frigates would be nice. I just can't think of a way that can deal with them very nicely. We can't shoot them with our guns because they are like completely missed. So as we pick away at some of the drones here, we should start seeing the cruiser spawns. So we'll just keep micromanaging our drones until it's done. Sometimes you can plow through. This site's actually pretty nasty for us because sometimes you can plow straight through and just not ignore the frigates altogether, and you just get cruiser, 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 and then the boss. This time I'm getting all frigates. Frigates all day long. The more of them I can take out, the better, because my drones will take less damage as there's less frigates. Zoom out again. I'm trying to stop doing that, so I'm sorry if I wasn't paying attention there for a minute. Zooming in and out. But the tank is definitely holding much better. Like, obviously there's a lot more room to make a mistake, at least right now. Of course, we've been dealing with mostly frigates. There's somebody. That's somebody. Oh, not that. Get back on orbiting this guy. No. Wrong button. Recall drones. We'll take this guy out with our guns while the drones heal up a bit. I just love how this melts the first shot. Just wham! So the ship does hit really hard. It's really nice. I did beat that rattlesnake the other day due to my DPS and my drones. Now, it was clarified in that video that it is top damage, not final blow. And I went and all the research I could find on the subject reinforced that. So let's not forget to repair our shields. Oops, I forgot to. All the research I could do reinforced that, so I'm going to take that as gospel. There he is. That's the buddy we want right there. And we are going to put everything on it and wipe it out. And we are going to orbit him to keep our traversal up. He's close enough, we probably won't even need to worry about micro driving. You can see we are taking a bit more damage. He hits a little harder than the other cruisers. So this is where I get worried about the battleship, because we're not going fast enough. We might turn this on, see if we can go a little faster here. But if we can kill him fast enough, it won't matter. See, I think we may have trouble with the battleship with this fit. Just gonna be completely honest. A couple more hits and he should be dead, right? So there we go. Call our drones because everything's gonna leave now, which is a nice little mechanic. And we want this guy, Hanel. So we did that site, so the battlecruiser was no problem, which is nice. It's just he's actually pretty far away now, so we'll go ahead and pulse our micro warp and turn off our repping. We can reload our guns. So there we go. We can do the battlecruisers no problem. I am going to go ahead and try to get a battleship, but let me get to fighting the battleship, and I'll bring you guys back. We'll see after we see the loot. I'll bring you guys back once I'm fighting a battleship, and that way we can do a full test, because that'll be the end all. Ooh, an Archon skin. I don't think I have that one on Cal. Excellent. So I'll go try this site, and I'll bring you guys right back. Alright, we are. Battleship spawned in. I'm orbiting him to keep my traversal up. Everything's on him, and let's see what we can do. So let's watch up here. He's hitting us. Missing. There he is. Where is he? We think he's missing us. He hasn't shot. Maybe he's shooting at my drones, which is interesting. Nope, there he is. 800. Ouch. But he doesn't get to shoot all that often, so maybe. Let's see how we do here. Almost half. We got some cruisers here hitting us too, but that's okay. Let's see if we can just plow through this guy. It's hitting us pretty good. Oh no, there's a Gila here. Don't join us, Gila. I don't want you. We're flying straight at him. We don't want to do that. Let's go this way. And let's pulse our micro warp just to get a little bit of speed here. Oh boy, that hurt really good because I had to stop to make my turn. But we have a little bit more room than we did in our last one, and he's about to go down. So there you go. Now, if I had kept the traversal up from the beginning instead of letting myself fall in line behind him, we might have had even more luck. But now we use our microwarp drive for what I put it in here for, and that's to go at 1,000 meters per second towards our loot, in case someone tries to race us to it and steal it. And I like to, come on. We're gonna overshoot it probably, but no, he's not racing. Oh, is he? Loot all, and we did it. So that's that. So we can survive the battleship. I just showed you that. Again, if I had kept my traversal up from the start, I probably wouldn't have taken quite so much damage, but I was not paying enough attention, and I let him pull some distance on me. But that's going to be it for this video, folks. If you enjoyed that video, please don't forget to give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe as well. As always, play safe, take care. Catch you all next time, and I'm out of here. Ooh, Mercurial skin.